going. Let's keep going. Sorry about that. What's going on with YouTube? What's going on, my people? This is your OG. I want to talk about something. And it's not, listen, regardless of when you catch this live stream, this is not to open the door to be disruptive or disrespectful to another person. So we want to make that perfectly understood, but we have to talk about this because I had the discussion earlier in the day, and it is hot down here in the Mississippi Delta. It is a lot going on, y'all. I think I got a good live stream for y'all tonight. I really do. I'm hoping a few of my supporters come through so we can get busy talking about this. Because you cannot have a conversation about women without women. It just does not work like that. So we're going to see if any of them going to come in and kick it with me. I'm again humbly, respectfully ask y'all to please hit that like button. That helps me be able to continue to go live and let me know that y'all really do want to hear a little bit of some of what OG has to say. And I won't know that if you don't hit that like button and support me. But I want to talk about feminine. But before we get into feminine, I want to talk about unfeminine. That is a word you do not hear modern women talk about all the time. But tonight OG got time. And he's going to attempt to dove in it. He's not going to paraphrase the definition of any sort. I'm going to also let you know that unfeminine is a actual word. It is. It's an actual word. And it is an adjective. Hey, change will come. What is happening? What is happening? I'm sorry, I was on a different page, making sure of the definition. If you've been hearing me of unfeminine, so I'm gonna read it for the ones that not gonna switch over and read it for themselves. And good evening, and thank you for joining me on this Friday. I do not like to be alone all the time. Unfeminine is an adjective, y'all. What it is having characteristics that are not traditionally thought to be typical of or suitable for a woman. Well, that sounds familiar, y'all. We're going to have to stay on this word for a minute. Because y'all going to want to hear that again. Because see, y'all think I be making stuff up. And I want to also give y'all time to look this word up for y'all damn self. Because I didn't just make this word up. Unfeminine. This is what we're talking about. Now, we're going to talk to the one that y'all lay claim to as well. Feminine. But right now, we're talking about the opposite of feminine, and also what OG feel like y'all show more than feminine. Because see, I truly believe that these modern women think that femininity is based off of breast and booty. They still twerking in public. Not for their man, for every man. Yeah, you can't make this up. Let's get back to it. Well, I'm going to start again. Unfeminine. It is an adjective. What is the definition of unfeminine? It is having characteristics that are not traditionally thought to be typical of or suitable for a woman. Yeah. It sound familiar, ladies? Do I really need to read that again? Because I know that some of y'all gonna be woman enough to think that I'm not talking about y'all tonight, and I think I am. And I know some good women, some great women that are unfeminine. Yeah. Thank you, Change. How are you today? Excuse me if I don't answer you directly back because I know that somebody's gonna catch this stream later and they're gonna challenge like I just made this word up and this is an actual word. And it describes honestly, and like I said, I know a lot of great women. I know a lot of good women, good mothers, good wives, good single moms, and they are unfeminine. You can't make this up. To the point where they're ready to fight with you that they're not unfeminine. And I'm telling them, listen to you. You arguing with me now. Hey Sonya, how are you, my love? I know you know about this word, but are you just getting here or have you word that word I'm on right now? We are talking about unfeminine and feminine tonight. And I'm glad you are here. Not so much to put yourself in the high seat, unless you want to say which one that you feel like you are. Right now we on the word, the adjective, unfeminine. Okay, Sonya. I'm gonna go back over unfeminine. That is the first word. The second word we're gonna go over is feminine. I have to be honest from an OG standpoint, totally honest and transparent with y'all, that I know a lot of great and good women from all the way across the board, from single moms to married women, that are unfeminine. Anyway, unfeminine, having characteristics that are not traditionally thought to be typical of or suitable for a woman. Unfeminine. Now, I must be honest with you, anything they put on under normally is not good for anybody. Underdog, underwater, anything they put you in front of normally is going to be a hard situation. Even undergraduate. But this is where we are tonight. So, Sonya, is it asking too much for us to ask you, do you feel like you are feminine or unfeminine woman? And if you can be honest, or you can just honestly say, I'll get back to you, OG. Because you know respect goes first. But I would really like a woman's input on this. Because I know most women, if I'm blessed to have some women in here, when we talk about the other word, feminine, I know that a lot of the women are gonna say whether they're modern women or regular women. Okay, thank you for your honesty. Is it because of the way you dress? Is it the way that you think that you talk? Um, your stubbornness? What do you think makes you unfeminine, Sonya? Because you might not be as unfeminine as you think. And I'm only going off of the time that we've met and been having great conversation and chats since we've met here on YouTube. Oh, okay, but let me ask you, is it an aggressive tone when you do that? Is it, are you saying your delivery? Because see, some women just came up in a different environment where they just talk a certain way. And I don't want you to be too hard on yourself. Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, change. What makes you feel like you are unfeminine? Because Sonya says it's because of the way she talk for one thing. And that's typical though. I don't know, this might be a situation where we might have to take, unless you speaking of attitude, Sonya. Oh, and that's not, you do that to men, Sonya? So you talk to men that have been in your life or in your life like you talking to your children. I want to, before I address it, I want to be clear. Do you recognize that when it comes to a man, that's a problem, Sonya? And that it would affect you meeting a leader? And it really might not be intentional. You might just be doing something that you picked up on or I've observed and you just practicing it because that's just what you've seen. And so that gives me hope. Because you can't talk to your man like you talking to your children. How does that work, son? Come in here, baby, and get your ass in here and pay that bill. Get in there, baby, and clean that room up and pay the light bill. Get in there, baby, and wash them doggone dishes and pay my car note. How does that work? Now, I'm here to tell women straight off the bat. Okay. And that's okay, son. We get you ready, though. Because you honest about yours. See, a man can manage this if a woman is willing. And admitting is the hardest thing that women have doing. So you almost there, son. You already able to admit your shortcomings, because that's all it is, a typical shortcoming. That's all it is. No different than a man being grumpy. Is change will come still with us, or they gone? Because I don't see the answer. I know that she said she was unfeminine, but how do you be trying to work on it, son? Come on now, talk to your OG. How do you be trying to work on it? Your way or the right way? Talk to me. I got time tonight. How do you be working on it? You working on it the way you think it's supposed to work on, or from a, I'm not going to cross that respect man line anymore. That's what I'm working on. Okay, well, you know what? You hold what you get, because I'm finna go to feminine now. Because see, a lot of women use this word, Sonya, but they've never really had the actual Wikipedia or Merriam-Webster definition of it. So, femininity. Femininity, also called womanliness, 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 is a set of attributes, behaviors, and roles generally associated with women and girls. Femininity can be understood as socially constructive, and there is also some evidence that some behaviors considered feminine are influenced by both cultural factors and biological factors. So, and that goes back to what I was saying. A lot of this stuff, y'all know it's really kind of hindering y'all, but y'all so used to doing it, and y'all see auntie or somebody or best friend do it, and y'all picked up on it, and y'all just ain't got sense enough to stop. And I'm just asking you tonight, Sonya, to stop. I'm just asking you tonight to stop. Good. But now I want you to practice it in all forms of public passing. I want you to practice it with strangers so you can get comfortable with speaking to men. See, some of y'all walk, I honestly, because I'm a gentleman, I'm going to open the door. I will never, I don't care how many women got to come through that door. I'm not going to enter a door before a woman. But do you know I do that for y'all, and some of y'all don't even speak, and you're damn sure not going to look up and smile. Okay. Yeah, because I'm not, I don't let women that act that way in public stop me from being how I was raised. I was raised a man never entered the door before a woman. Point blank period, and he always opens the door. But I think that's so bad that this morning I held the door, I know, for 7 women waiting on a particular store to open up. And only 2 said thank you. And the only reason why I asked you to do that exercise, Sonya, because that's the hardest part. See, if you can say good morning, sir, to your supervisor that don't even know how your night went, then why you can't say that to the man that's mopping the floor in the hallway while you going to your cubicle? Y'all won't even say good morning to the janitor. That man making $45,000 to $50,000 a year, and y'all won't even say good morning to him. Okay, that's great. And I bet you make a lot of men's day with that smile and saying good morning. Hope you have a great day. I bet you make all different shades, colors, shapes of men smile. Because that's a beautiful thing. And that might be that man that's out there in that parking lot where your tire is on flat, Sonya. Your tire, good change. You know, y'all out here shopping by y'allself. Y'all walk right by this man. He hold the door for y'all. Y'all headed to the parking lot. Your damn tire on flat. You wouldn't even speak to the man and tell the man, good afternoon, thank you. Now you want him to get his nice clothes or waste time helping you because you a woman. No. Be a feminine woman. A man wants to be a gentleman to a feminine woman, not an unfeminine woman. I'm sorry, but this is the truth and y'all gotta hear this. All that hey man and all that, if you addicted to them damn black and mild, you might need to smoke them in private. Because if you out there in public smoking the black and mild, OG gonna feel like you tougher than him. And I'm gonna think you a fight. Because it ain't many women smoking the black and mild I didn't know wouldn't fight where I'm from. And that's all I'm saying. And in order to do better, we gotta know better. And you know what? Because I failed to accept the fact that the red, blue, purple pill whole situation is lying to especially black women that are single mothers, telling them that by them having children disqualifies them as a wife, as a partner. And I know this to be a lie. But because so many single women have taken on the role of head of the household, they've evolved into unfeminine females that'll never attract nothing but a Pookie or a Ray Ray. Because a good man will not have his word challenged. That's something I've never allowed a woman in my life to do. At the end of the day, I reserve that right or wrong, to tell you this is what we're going to do because I strongly feel like it's the right thing. So far, so good. I knock on wood. I have never led a woman astray so far. I've been on the money. I've been a great provider. But I've been allowed to lead. And I understand that they out here, Sonya, saying that, you know, single moms have no value. They're not a good deal. Now, in certain situations, that may have a point. For the life of me, I don't know why you went past 3 different kids' father. I don't understand that. But y'all know what? I know widowers, women that were widowers at 35 years old with 7 kids. And was a great woman. And she remarried. I'm telling you, but she was a feminine woman. She was feminine in all things. I knew her from the community, from not just church, but the neighborhood corner stores. You never seen her get loud. We knew she was fine because we knew what fine was. And she was a fine woman inside and out. And that's as far as it went. because she dressed appropriately. When that man died, I knew that she wasn't gonna be out here long. So I know that the blue and red pill communities are perpetrating a lie. Exactly. And okay, let me ask you this, Sonya. Is she feminine or unfeminine? Did you hear me, Sonya? Is your cousin feminine or unfeminine that got married with 5 kids? I don't know why I did that. Man, people are selling so many lies out here on social media, and they'll just about do or say any damn thing for some clicks and views. And you know what? My finance company hit my account twice. Got me broke in a bad joke. I don't pay no 2 damn car notes a month. They say they gonna get my money back between 9 and Tuesday. But hell, it's just a matter of fact of it, you know? So I would like to have the wealth that social media bring a lot of these people. But none of them gonna be an old fool and an old clown and come out here lying to black women and single moms and say, y'all ain't crap because y'all love 2 men that jump ship. It happens. I'll be the first one to tell you. I got 5 sisters. I have 5 sisters, all adult. And one was married about 22 years before she got a divorce and ain't found no good man in. She divorced her husband because he was cheating. And the people in the church said he was a cheater. And she divorced her and left that man and took all the kids with her. And she went straight to low income housing. And that man went to work and ended up buying a bunch of houses after they divorced. And now that man running around, they got all kind of money and a woman 30 years younger than my sister. True story. Because he got a little pussy on the side. A man she was with for 22 years, 7 kids. Because he got a little pussy on the side. She did that. You can't make this up, y'all. So I asked y'all tonight, because I'm not going to hold y'all up. I'm just asking y'all tonight, what are you? Because see, it's some people out here, it's some men that out here that if a woman is willing to improve, he'll love her the same. But if you are feminine and ain't willing to improve to be a feminine woman, I'm just trying to say, why do you want to be a single mom or be a single woman the rest of your damn life? And you don't know no happy, single old black women. You don't know none. You don't know no single. I don't know none. And them hot girls are grown women now. Them boys done fell in love. And you at the damn house by your damn self. And should have went ahead and got you a man. It ain't no different than I told that woman today. I said, why are y'all crying about money when y'all say a man got to make 100,000? I said, so now extra $40,000 a year in your house looking good, huh? She looked at me crazy, but I meant that. Yeah, it wasn't long ago y'all was saying y'all won't even take a man serious if he don't make what 80 or 75K. Like 40 or 50K ain't nothing. Honestly, in these days and time, who in the hell in their right mind gonna say an extra 35 or $40,000 coming directly into their household don't mean nothing? Man, you better get out of here, man. Learn how to work with somebody. Especially if all these responsibilities are y'all's. What are you? Unfeminine. And boy, the definition it hits home because it honestly, the definition of the word in the adjective unfeminine, it describes over 80% of all walks of life of women that I see out in public and on social media. And the definition for those that join in us is having characteristics that are not traditionally thought to be typical of or suitable for a woman. Unfeminine. You don't talk like no woman. You don't walk like, because a woman don't walk with her pussy out, y'all. I'm sorry. Call it camel toe, moose knuckle, softballs, juicy juice, fat pack, fat mom, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, when you out there like that, you being unfeminine. Because a feminine woman puts her goodies up. Now that's just the truth. And it's a bad look. I know y'all see it out there. It's a bad look. It's a bad look being unfeminine. It is. I'm talking about, I see some women that are truly beautiful. Bodies like goddesses. Ooh, it's Tenderoni, 43. You don't dress like what no more, son? Because you sure ain't old at 43. 43 is a Tenderoni, the OG. Y'all have so much, and I just can't get none of y'all to get up off y'all self and start y'all up no channel and start building a community of, oh, okay now, booty shorts. My girl, my girl. But now I'm gonna be honest with you. Under my grown and sexy policy, booty shorts this time of year, for late evening happy hours. I don't do the clubs. Certain adult events where they are adult events like jazz in the park. Oh no, I would like for that woman to be herself and be grown and be sexy and be hot, even at 43. You know, I ain't saying like butt cheeks out, but I'm talking about I don't see nothing wrong with no 4-inch shorts with no woman got no nice legs. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you because you know when I'm out like that, I'm gonna wear my best cologne. I'm gonna wear my best fit. You know, I'm gonna be looking my best. I'm gonna do my best to look my part and be presentable and be manly and be as charismatic and charming and inviting as possible. Because I'm looking to have great conversations a lot of times on a social level with women I've never met before in my life because that's who I am. I enjoy the company of women. No, that's not too much. There's nothing wrong with feeling sexy at 40, 50, whatever your age is, if you built for it. My problem is women are inappropriate because they are wearing the wrong stuff. Listen, if 2 inches of your butt cheeks are hanging out of that dress or them shorts, you ain't supposed to have them on. I'm sorry. It's not feminine. It's unfeminine to be out there with your actual, unless you at the beach, your butt cheeks supposed to be put up. Now I'm a man saying this, and it's not okay to be twerking everywhere you at. Save it for the club. Y'all, they are twerking at trail rides. They twerking with boots on at trail rides. Y'all, they was mudding twerking. Come on now. And twerking is I don't know. I wish y'all would grow out of it. Honestly, I'm more of a fan of a slow grind, if you know what I mean. With the hips and all dancing. I ain't with that. Lord have mercy. Thick with it. Oh, I'm sorry. Lord, you thick, son. 5'1", 140. Lord. Well, you gave me the digits. You think as hell you got all kind of ass. 5'1" and 140. Yeah, you are thick. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know a lot of men will tell you, you know what, because you being short, that's it, man. I don't give a man. Listen, care nothing about no BMI. I care about them hugs. I care about that warmth. I care about that heat. I care about how you look to me. I don't care about what Samuel Jackson or not whatever the dude name was. Whatever he said about women that, you know, telling them it's mandatory that they do all these heavy modifications for a man. I'm just telling y'all, it's almost out here like I'm short with a lot of ass and breasts. Don't ask me how I know. Now, Sonya, there are men out there right now that'll tell you too short to weigh that much. Yeah, they would tell you that. And I'm telling you, it's not your fault that they feel like you too much woman for them. Because they might be right. They might be right. There are some men or women that just too much for the other person. But you don't have to try and demean or hurt nobody's feeling because you don't think you can handle her or him. You know, we living in a world where for some kind of way people have become so twisted that the only way they can feel good about themselves, it appears, is if they tearing somebody else down. They can't even promote themselves. Listen, I'm only here to share my experience, strength, and hope with y'all. I'm not here to tell any sector or nobody down, make nobody feel bad. Now, what I'll say might offend you, but you know, sometimes I step on toes. Well, you know, I've been trying to tell you where to start going, and you know what? It's really the way y'all dating. To be honest with y'all, Sonya, y'all dating habits, the way y'all choose to go about dates, it doesn't even allow y'all the opportunity for to get the man or the man to know y'all. You should want to date with your first date with a man to be as simple as possible. So every word he speaks and every word you speak, y'all are perfectly clear. Why y'all still meeting ninjas at the damn gas station and at the club and at work? You got to learn how to start shopping at family stores, Sonya. What stores are you going to where all these men are married? You got to get out that store. Where you going where the Jordans at? You going where they don't sell nothing but Nike product. That's where you meeting these men at, Sonya. Tell me the truth. I need to know. Where are you meeting these men? Let me check on this chicken. I'm baking some chicken tonight for a late supper. Yeah, where are you meeting these men, Sonya? Lord have mercy. So, so you meeting, I don't know how to say it, guests, clients, I don't know. Because that's not a good place to meet a man at a hotel. You know, I was a highway and road superintendent for years before I retired. And most of the guys that worked for me were married and they played on the road. And we stayed in a lot of hotels, Sonya. And they met a lot of women. They went through a lot of women on the road because sometimes we would go into a rural county and we would live right around that area probably for 2 weeks, however long it took us to do their job. And you know, I wasn't with that. But yeah, we'd rent whole houses of 3 or 4, 5 rooms at a time. And they'd have them coming in and out and, you know. A hotel is not a nice place to meet a man, is all I'm saying. It's not one of the places OG would recommend. And y'all gotta stop saying it's too early to get to know him or her family. Well, how you gonna find out if he lying or she lying? You gotta go undercover. I know somebody having a birthday party, anniversary, holiday. You better, way before you start getting serious with that person, you need to see if you can be invited into him or her world so you can see how they vibe, how their family is, whether their family shocked you being there, glad she got somebody that him or her glad got somebody there. See, y'all ain't getting it. But see, y'all, I don't want nobody around my family. I just, listen, you better go meet that ninja family. You need to be around them while they drinking. That's when they gonna tell it. That's when they gonna let something slip. Wait for you to put them booty shorts on for them, son. I'm trying to tell you what to do before you start wearing them booty shorts. Sit your little thick, fine self down somewhere. Because we got too much to work on and too much to work with for you not to be married and run around here being unfeminine because of your mouth. We're going to work on that. Why? Because I'm your OG. You're going to stop meeting all the married men because I'm going to tell you where to stop going. After you tell, if you telling me it's in or around work, we ain't talking to no more men at work. We ain't talking to none of them cats no more. The odds against you. Lord have mercy. Even in basketball, you don't give a 5 fouls. That's it, 5 fouls. Even in basketball. 3 strikes in baseball. And you ain't got no business having no 3 or 4 male friends a year, no way in front of your children. You get where y'all get that from? 3, 4 different men in and out of there. And quit lying like you ain't did it. You done had 3 boyfriends already this year, and it's just not going on July. You done had 3 boyfriends. That's right, son. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with. You're going to find out where them nice, reasonable restaurants is by the medical district. You're going to start learning how to fix some stuff yourself. You're going to go with them hard-working, good blue-collar men that's out there in that heat this time of year. Ain't got time to be lying and playing games. You're going to take your pretty thick ass to Home Depot. And go over there and get lost where the plumbing section is. And you're going to strike up a respectable, informative conversation with him about how to unstop a sink. By you being who you are and beautiful, trust me, you're going to look up all the contractors before you get out of there. Going to be trying to help you unstop that sink. And you're going to have the opportunity to ask them, well, I would like to help, but I don't like married men to help me. You know how to talk to us. I'm telling you where to go, Sonya, and how to do it. Because I'm telling you from experience. You out here earning a living with your hands. You ain't got time to be lying and playing games because you most of the time got your own company or you a contractor with a full-time job. And you ain't got time for no mess. Ooh, that candle my baby bought me got me sneezing and coughing. I love it, but it got me sneezing and coughing. Ooh, it smells wonderful. Exactly. But it's about where you going. It's always about where you're going. Sometimes the crowded place is not always the best place. You really need to hear me talking to you, Sonya. Because if I'm feeling like you may be that woman, I'm finna sell myself on you. So it's certain things you need to be listening for. A good man is gonna tout his successes that he can prove to you. He ain't gonna be out here selling no dream. Man, man, listen. Do y'all know I know good women out here, 40 plus years old, with ninjas talking about they rappers. You can't make this up. Listen, man, I don't give a damn when you started rapping. If you been in the game 20 years and you ain't had no number one hit in 20 years, you supposed to be got a real job. But y'all still getting them hip hoppers. Let me tell you something. I used to roll into, and I'll never forget when the bridge fell down in Vicksburg. They called me and my crew. We had to go down there and repave that whole highway. They got washed out. We had to dig it out. Long story short, we was down there a whole month. So certain places I had to go to because I had the Amex black car. I was the superintendent. I was over the whole job. But you never would have knew it by just looking at me. But for some reason, it was always the older women that knew to always ask for who was the boss when we rolled into their store. Because, when we stopped for lunch, it might be 30 of us. I gave 30 of them a lunch break. A lot of times, I was the supervisor that would buy my people lunch. I got the card anyway. I take that back. The company would buy them lunch. And I got 100 people down here. 10 of them supervisors. And I got to feed all these people, plus give them their per diems. Those young women, 32 and under, they be so smitten with them pretty boys. With them muscle boys, and they better not have no dreads. Oh, they was eating, they was chewing and spitting them guys with them. And them guys, I think I was paying them cats $12 an hour for holding the stop sign. They loved them dudes just because they had dreads. They were my lowest paying guys on my crew. Was my guys holding them stop signs. So it's certain things you need to look for. And in certain places y'all gotta be okay with. See, it should be okay to go to Chili's with this man so y'all can honestly have a one-on-one conversation. It should be okay to go to Applebee's where all you want is one mixed drink because you don't want to overdrink anyway and say the wrong thing and ruin the moment or give him the opportunity. You want to talk to a sober man. And a regular drinking man is okay with going to Applebee's or Chili's and just having a beer. But y'all meet men at clubs that's got big bottles. Plus they smoking. And that's who your baby dad is. 35-year-old rapper that ain't nobody heard of but you. Yeah, some of y'all baby daddy is a 35-year-old rapper that ain't nobody heard of but y'all. And y'all ought to be shaming y'all self tonight. Because y'all don't even know what to look for at 35 years old. And y'all got an OG sitting here. And I'm just trying to tell y'all, y'all looking, y'all see, but y'all don't see. Now, I don't want you to go to Home Depot with them 6-inch shorts on with them pretty legs out. Maybe about some, maybe some 10-inch shorts. Maybe even some nice fitting joggers, okay? And a nice t-shirt. And no Jordans. No Jordans. We don't like that. We don't think that women that's got kids wearing Jordan should be matching shoes with their kids. Go get you some damn New Balance, some Asics, some Nike runners, something like that. But keep it cute. And I don't care what color you are. It's not about that. You setting a trap. Because see, one thing about the plumbing era is always got men coming and going. So you just going to be generally, asking a inquisitive question. What is the best thing to do to unstop a kitchen sink? And as he's giving you suggestions and talking to you, as beautiful as I believe you are, other men are gonna inject themselves and help you. If not at that moment, they gonna catch you walking away. But now, you don't give that man but 10 minutes. If he let you walk away 10 minutes without asking you, do you have a man or are you married? Then you know what? He ain't looking for nobody. But if you are as fine as I believe you are, and you got on the right attractive attire, and you got your cute on, and you ask the right questions, you're going to get so much positive feedback. And what that's going to do is that's going to give you had no plans on having 3 men to choose from that day. You done made 3 eligible men maybe in that one trip. I kid you not. When you go to Walmart, everything is in Walmart. Everything is in Target. Everything is in the outlet store and in the mall. You do not want to meet a man in the mall. We are whatever is in our pocket or however we dress at that point in time in the mall. Every man you meet in the mall walking around looking without a bag is the most important ninja there. Trust me. Now, Walmart does have a pretty good plumbing department, but Walmart is not. It's for everybody. Most contractors go to your Ace Hardwares and places like that. So we are talking about a man that makes a reasonably comfortable living after you check his eligibility. And like I tell women, And I told my sisters, a successful man, see, I've never been ashamed to tell people I was an engineer. I've never been ashamed to tell anybody I met that I operated a successful custom wheel entire business before I retired for 25 years. Successful men only give verifiable successes. You can verify it. You meet somebody at the club, what you see is what you get. And I need women to stop pretending like it's anything other than that. Because I know that women have intimate feelings just like men. And a lot of times before they get out their shower and get dressed to go out that night, they know if a man say the right thing, she gonna pop that thing on him. That's just the truth. Just the truth. If that's what she wants, she gonna get that night. She ain't going out to meet nobody. She just want to knock the boots, as they used to say. Y'all know this all y'all gonna get out of the club. So stop lying to yourself and making excuses for where you meeting Jody and Pookie. Y'all know where Pookie and Ray Ray hang out at. Yeah, y'all know where Pookie and Ray Ray come from. And it all stems from you not having you lacking femininity and you attracting these men. Because you so unfeminine, the energy you giving off is not one of the things that a good successful man wants in his life. You know, the only motion you get is your booty shaking when you walking. You ain't got no other motion. And you gotta have some motion for a good man. This is not about bringing nothing to the table. It's that you as a human being with the character and attributes of being a good woman is going to be equally yoked is this man. Meaning y'all want the same thing out of life. And if once he realizes you want the same thing out of life that he wants, then he going to tell you he going to get it for y'all or he already got it for y'all. That's how it go now. If you just want to hear the truth, that's how it go. It's never about how much money a woman get. That's that red, blue, purple pill community telling y'all that. That's where that's coming from. That's not coming from the streets. Just like I done told y'all tonight, and I'm not going to hold y'all up much longer, but y'all please hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button and support your OG. Yeah, I'm your OG. You just don't know it yet. And I'm the only man that's going to sit here and tell you brothers and sisters the truth. Point blank, period. Y'all look at my numbers. Y'all know damn well this is not about hype and views. I am not going to be no old fool and no old clown. Listen, I represent me as a man. Anything that comes out of my mouth, I truly believe in it. I've been a successful man my whole adult life and now in my well-seasoned life. And I know where we be. I know where we eat. I know where we shop. And I know where we don't. The cheaper the food, the broker that man or woman is. That's why I don't like discount eateries, cause anything you don't never know who you gonna bump with. I ain't got time for nobody begging for nothing. Male or female, I watch where I go. I ain't got time for nobody begging. Do y'all hear me? Nobody begging. I don't care how you look, what your sad story is. I got one too. Carry head, here it go. I'm singing a river now. And I done paid 2 car notes and wasn't trying to pay for one. Don't ask me for nothing. Ooh, man, y'all, that tickled me. Man, I don't know what made me put this thing good and this fall again down. Lord, these folks like just spray them up. Boy, why is that? Boy, they come out, boy. I don't know long way out. And there is value in a good woman or a good man, y'all. And we got to stop pretending like that's not a need or a requirement in our lives because that's what's being promoted out here on social media. Like, you know what? Being single is the new thing. And it's not. It's not. It's not the new thing. Sharing your joy, peace, struggles, pains with somebody that actually care is what's important today. And you will be a fool not to try and capture that at every opportunity. You will be a fool. Not to want to be happy. Tell me something. How many happy people you see who be by themselves all the time? Right, because you can't prove they happy. You ain't nobody at home with them. That's why I ask people, how many happy people, how many happy people you know be alone all the time? Or let me get their favorite new word. Oh, I'm an introvert. Why? Because you scared of people. Oh, I get how hard it is opening up to somebody new. I get all that. Trusting. Yeah, it's real hard. But if you're trying to share your life with somebody, you need to open up and see how they're going to receive your vulnerabilities. Whether they're going to try and capitalize on them or make you stronger because of them. But once again, society and social media have told us that it's a bad thing being vulnerable. It depends on your definition of happy. We talking about relationships and marriage. We ain't talking about like solo dolo. No. We talking about people that's trying to prepare and improve to meet somebody that wants somebody to share something with. That ain't willing to accept being happy alone. Now I don't knock that. Because I know it to be a possibility because I can only take the person's word. Because they say they're happy alone. I got to take your word for it. I'm saying from a relationship standpoint or one to have a relationship, a real relationship, you don't want to be alone. You want somebody in your life and that's okay. You know? And a lot of times I feel bad because mostly with men, they're ashamed to say they don't want to be alone. Most black men I know are ashamed to actually say they don't want to be alone or that they need their woman or they need their wife. Most black men are ashamed to say that. Because you got to think about this, Tanya. You know I love you, girl. What's really happy past, you know, not having life to share with? You wasn't meant to be here by yourself, lady. And you know you got too much share, too much love to give. Now don't play with me like you ain't ready to give somebody the right person that love. I'm just saying it's a few improvements. It's a few improvements with people, places, and things that can get you back in the game. I just want to help you get back in the game, son. Because me and you done talked before. And I feel like you want that special someone. I think you ready for the love because you got a lot of love to give. You just ain't gonna really will trust. And I don't blame you for that. But that also tells me that we gotta start meeting a better quality of man, son. So I gotta point you in a different direction. I gotta get my girl going. That's all it is. I think you the total package. Maybe one day you'll email me or you'll post a video and I'll be able to see you for myself. I think you're the total package. And you don't need to change nothing. You just need some improvements. And that's a word that's acceptable. See, y'all been listening to the red, blue, purple pill that's telling y'all, telling guys and telling women that people gotta change to fit them. I'm saying people don't need to change. People just need to improve. Because when you improve, you can include somebody in your life. Because that improvement is going to include them. That's why they call it improvement. Right, son. And you worth loving. And I'm hoping that a man that shows himself to be highly overqualified to receive the love you got to offer for him. Because you are a feminine woman. That's all you got to do. Improving. Stop being afraid of improvement because of the word change. They put that on you. If a good man sees a woman trying and willing and then listens, that's improvement. That means you are actually learning how to coexist with a positive in your life called a good man for a change. You don't owe Pookie and Ray Ray nothing. You know, I do videos all the time and I tell my guys, just like I tell my son, you don't look like Instagram. Because your wife, Kitty, might sit on her stomach. But you know what? She going to love you to death. She'll go to war for you. She'll go to work for you every day. She'll help pray and heal you when you sick. So what if her titties sit on her stomach when she get out her bra? Because it all gonna boil down to people that's insecure is gonna always pick you apart if you allow them. I tell people all the time, and I ain't even gonna be ugly with it. I'm a small bill man, always been my whole life. And I like a woman with meat on her bone. And I'm gonna break her down like she's skinny or petite. Cause I got all the weight in the right places. And I like me a woman with some meat on my bone, on her bone. So all this talk about successful men don't like a woman unless she fits into the BMI index is a lie. I ain't never had a man that fit in the BMI, and I've been very successful in my life. That's how come I can do this out of love, not out of profit. You feel me? Yeah. So you got these older guys out here now. They doing YouTube for profit. I do this out of love. I love y'all, man. I love. Listen, my family be at work. I'm retired because of my health. I be solo dolo. I be glad to be able to, do some videos that people enjoy, a live stream that people come through and say hi and really open up and talk to me, and I open up and talk to them. My only requirements is respect. No matter what or who we talking about, we can do that with respect. That's the only thing that I require here. But you, other than that, I'm Christian, but I'm not gonna judge you because you into that sorcery stuff. But listen, I'm heterosexual, but listen, I ain't got nothing to do with what nobody else got going on. Come on in here and talk to OG. That don't mean OG I can't learn nothing from you because we don't like the same thing. Sonya, when the last time you been out, baby? I like you, Sonya. I honestly wish I had another way that we could communicate. I thought about getting on. I don't know. But I really enjoy talking with you. And I like to see men and women win. I know that they say everybody can't win, but we all can improve and achieve. We all can improve in order to achieve whatever we want. So it's not about how many kids you get. It's not. It's because so many women have taken the role of head of the household that they are unfeminine. And I'm just telling y'all, whether y'all agree with me tonight, that good quality men do not choose unfeminine women. Y'all are good to look at. Y'all got some of the best coochie going. I don't know what it is about attitude and mouth and coochie, but they go hand in hand normally. The bigger the attitude, the better the coochie. That you know. I was supposed to tell y'all that we say that. That was a man's secret. I was not supposed to tell y'all when y'all really act crazy, crazy. They turn us on. I done talked too much tonight. But it's gonna come about. And the weather's gonna cool down. Those fall festivals. Cause see, we're gonna do things differently. You know, we're gonna go to some art shows in our local hometown, or some chamber meetings, banquets and stuff. See, we're gonna change the type of people we being around. See, we're willing to take a chance on trying new people because the old way is not working, Sonya. And you the total package, it is not working for you. That lets you know that we have to improve our people, places, and the things that we doing. We ain't got to change. But now I am the type of man that does realize something that it's gonna take a good man with the right presentation for you to open up to. I'm praying that he reveal himself, son. I get that from you just on in our communication that you know that trust factor. He gonna have to come in. It's some good men out here. He's strong enough. Cause I had that type of character. If I seen that wonderful, that attractive woman out there, oh yeah, I was gonna let her know I was him. And that's why I'm telling you, you need to make yourself available in different spaces. And I wonder why is that? Are your cousins female, Sonya? Please don't tell me your cousins are females. Lord, yeah, you fine. You fine. Yeah, yeah. So that's not comfortable for you. So we're gonna have to find out what's going on in your city one of these weekends, and you're gonna have to get out the house. No, I ain't say go out. I ain't say go out. But it's some things that's pleasant to your eyes that you can appreciate, whether it's art, whether it's the lake. Um, we talking about improvement now, son. We talking about improvement. I understand, but we're gonna do this. It's okay because you know what? You looking for that man that's solo, that's so successful and so well mannered that his cousins are really intimidated by his presence that they don't want to go nowhere with him neither. So you ain't gonna be able to find what you looking for with your cousins, no way. They ain't got to offer what you got to offer, no way. They in the way. You don't need to hang with them anyway. They in the way. And I'm gonna tell you, that's like I be in I'm going to see my daughter, God willing, in the next couple of weeks. I'll be in Huntsville for a week or so. And so I go out a lot when I'm up there at night. And I love happy hour. And I'm that dude when I go out. I'm that dude that go to have a good time with a lady. I'm gonna buy you a drink if you allow me. And I'm not gonna sit up on you or none of that. Just, have a conversation with you. Yeah. Well, from that perspective, I understand that. But that's only because that was been because of lack of opportunities. You still want somebody in your life, don't you, Stein? You still hoping to meet somebody, right? I'm just asking. I just want to make sure. Okay. We need to improve you not wanting to go out because of bad experiences with your cousins. Come on now, that's not enough to be missing what you need. There's all kind of activities beside the club and the, you know, there's like here, small towns, but locally here, 30 miles away, they have the BB King Museum. And in the fall, they do a free blues concert at the museum once a week for a month. And I go and I meet great people. Trust me, son. If you just trust your OG with some preparation, you're not gonna be going nowhere by yourself very long. You gotta remember you're going to meet someone, and you cannot let that be your Achilles heel. You have got to get past that. Listen, I'm gonna look feminine. I'm gonna be respectfully inviting from a conversational greeting standpoint. Um, I'm gonna give this happy hour. But you gotta go in there with confidence and looking your best, but also feeling your best. Because men feel that energy. You there in Arkansas, lady, you ain't 3 hours away man with your country self. I knew it was something I liked about your country self. How far is that? This, hold on now. Lord, oh yeah, you on the other side. Now, I've never been to North Carolina. They tell me it's beautiful there. That's why I love Huntsville. That's really like a city sitting right up in the mountains. I love it. I'm looking forward to it, but so much has been coming up. And when I make a move, I have to be financially able, meaning have some extra cash to go. Because my baby spends everything extra I have. So they got all kind of stuff going on up there. You don't get out and go to none of their festivals. You don't get out and find out where different people are. We just cannot let a few cousins take away your social presence or your feminine presence out here in the world. You get, honestly, and I'm going to say this without sounding a certain way, but women in your position with good sexual market value are hurting dating because they not out here. Now ain't nothing out here but bitter baby mama and older, bitter modern women. Because y'all at home. I can't get y'all to go out to a museum. I can't go get y'all to go and meet that single father at the apple orchard or the peach orchard. I can't get y'all to go nowhere different to meet that man in acceptable terms. There are functions going on right now with school being out where this great single father is there waiting on you to show up. And you ain't showed up yet, son. He at that park looking around right now, wondering where you at. And you at the house talking to me. Most good single fathers, most good single fathers, you will find them at cheerleading practice. We be there. It be about three of us there. If you ever had a love for skating, you will catch us with our daughters or sons being single dads at the skating rink, at the bowling alley. These are the things that you're looking for. You ain't looking for couples. You looking for that man. And then, he looking for you. But you at the house talking to me. Can't make this up. Bowling alley just not closing, and you here with me tonight on a Friday night. And I'm thankful. I'm glad you're here, my love. But I'm just telling you, it was a good man looking for you tonight. He was at happy hour from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, waiting on you. From 6 to 8 o'clock, he was waiting on you. He knew you was coming in there by yourself. He seen you women, because see, I go to happy hour. We don't like women past a pair. Now, we like 50-50 odds. We'll take a chance on buying both of y'all a drink to see which one of y'all are gonna say y'all are single. Why? Because we don't care nothing about no $20 worth of drinks. We'll buy two beautiful ladies a drink. But you know where you at? You here with me tonight. And even though I would take you out and buy you a drink, I ain't with you tonight. I'm not in North Carolina. We can't go to happy hour. I would love to take you. So you got to deal with the guys that's there. I mean, that man was looking hard for you. He was looking for you last weekend. walking and switching and smiling. Man, that man was looking for you, son. And don't doubt that. But he's not gonna see you in your living room in front of the TV or in that king size bed in front of that big TV. Ain't no way he gonna see you there. But he looking for you. I'm telling you the truth. You ain't gotta believe your OG right now. But when you do meet him, he gonna tell you, babe, I've been looking for you all my life. I don't know where you be, and I've been looking for you. And all you gonna be to do is brought that man a plate of grits. That man gonna swear you the best thing since sliced bread. Better not scratch dandruff out his head. Girl, if y'all started back to scratching dandruff out of a man's head and shampooing his hair instead of fussing at him about it, ooh, y'all would be in like Flynn. But y'all ain't got no love for y'all men no more. Y'all don't rub no feet no more. Y'all say the man's supposed to rub y'all feet. Y'all don't scratch a man's head no more. We used to love sitting down with the back of our neck between them thick thighs. We miss that. I'm going to tell you something else, Tanya, that we miss. We miss pulling down panties or pulling them to the side. We miss that. They ain't even wearing underclothes no more. They ain't even wearing panties no more. Ooh, that was the sexiest thing going to make you feel like you was talking her out of her panties and pulling them off at the same time. And she was, or pulling them to the side. Y'all took all that away and just threw the panties away. Yeah, I'm talking about you, son. Yeah, OG telling you to put that cake in some panties. It's still gonna shake. Put it in panties, son. Stop that. Stop coming out that. What if emergency happened? You out there with a sundress on and no drawers. Miniskirt on, no drawers. Done fell out. All your cootie cat hanging out. All the cootie cat. Just ain't feminine no more. Unfeminine. Unfeminine. Won't even throw away all their panties. You can't even pull panties down no more. They done get rid of. Oh, I ain't talking about you then, son. Oh, you ain't one of them then. Okay, you you make sure you got your undies on. You ain't her. I'm just telling y'all what good men still like. We like the challenge of either watching you take them panties off or allowing us to honor or pulling them down or pulling them off. That's all I'm saying. That's it. No judging, no put down, no nothing. I'm just telling y'all, why have y'all stopped wearing panties? That's all I'm asking. What part of the game is that? Ain't ready here. You know, when did that come in style? That's all I'm saying. When did being out in public under all circumstances without underclothes on for women become popular? See, Sonya don't want to talk about that. See, my girl don't want to talk about that. She she in there checking now. Well, I'm glad you don't. And I mean that. And I am. Any woman that catches this live stream later, I need them to understand that is unfeminine. We take that kind of stuff personal. Listen, if we are loving you or trying to love you or be with you, we find it to be hurtful and a personal insult for you to be that inviting with your sexuality or your private parts and you supposed to be with us. Y'all are hurting y'all relationship, leaving the house. I know y'all think that this man is jealous. I know y'all think that this man is insecure. No, you being disrespectful, leaving the house with all that fat cat hanging out, and you got a man. If it's his, why I gotta see it? He don't want me to see it. He don't want another man to see what you are telling him belongs to him. Come on, y'all, snap out of there. If you're gonna wear them kind of tights or whatever they are, do like they did in the early 2000s. Wear an oversized t-shirt. Cover that cat up. Too much cat out here. Fat as Muhammad Ali glove. I seen one at Walmart the other day. I couldn't do them but smirk and shake my head. I was like, Lord have mercy. Doggone cat was on steroids. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. And she wasn't ashamed to show it. And that's a problem. Ladies, y'all say y'all want y'all men to respect y'all. Y'all say that y'all want y'all men to embrace y'all femininity. Then stop being unfeminine by being out here with all that old fat cat hanging out like that. Because he don't want other men to see what you telling him belongs to him. It really is. Sonya, now they fighting with short skirts on and no panties. Sundresses on and no panties. I know you be on social media. I know the average person goes and see videos on Facebook. They ain't got no filter on Facebook like YouTube. How you go show up to fight a woman with a dress on or a miniskirt and know you ain't got no drawers on? No bra on. Now I ain't say it look bad. All of it don't look bad. It ain't on me to judge. But just cause I ain't got no problem seeing it, that don't make it right. That's all I'm saying. OG homeless, but he got eyes, and he still love a beautiful woman. I'm looking forward to my Huntsville trip because the people are genuine there too, and I always have a good time. Always have a good time in Huntsville. And I don't know where they get that from though. I don't know. And I wish there was some more women in here that could actually say, and they just sit around and they move around like they got underclothes on. They'll sit on any seat they see, any chair, any car, and you ain't got no underclothes on. I'm talking about none, y'all. Straight stripper mode. Let me ask you something, son. You still with me? I want to ask you something, son. Because I hadn't asked you yet, what do you like? Um, a nice dinner? What is a nice date? Honestly, without any social media talk being involved, Sonya, the beautiful woman, nothing extravagant. I met a nice man, and he wants to take me out, and we went to so and so, so and so. Not the big restaurant in the sky or flew me to New York. No, I want to know what would be and where an acceptable date for Sonya. And I would like to know if the restaurant has, if a chain restaurant like Applebee's or Chili's is off limits, or are they included? Are you looking for 3-star, 5-star? You know, I just want you to be honest with me tonight, if possible. Okay, so you like Italian. So the last time that you went out on a date, did you talk to this man long enough for him to know that you liked it Italian pizza, pizzeria type, fresh pizza? Did you actually have enough communication with him for him to get to know you so he would know how to date you and where to take you? So are you that woman that would tell a man, I just enjoy good food? Okay, just good food. Are you okay with expressing it to a man that would express interest in taking you out? Are you able to tell him, I do like nice places, but I like to go where X, Y, and Z where we can talk and be sociable? How are you on that? No, he take it. No, Sonya. Why would you ask him that? Why would you ask him that? If he taking you out on a date. See, y'all do too much. Don't do that no more. Let him date you. No, it ain't simple. You know what you got to taste for today. And remember, it's a date, so you're going to put some thought into it. And it sounds real simple. You got a preference of restaurants. I don't know which one is there where you are. I don't know whether it is like McAllister's or some other, local restaurant or eatery or whatever in your city. But the next time that you asked out, if he asks you out, express to him that, this what you like. You don't ask him whatever he want to eat. That's not a date. Let him court you if he willing to court you. Now, I must admit, if he asks you out on a date and he doesn't ask you what you like to eat, he's probably not a good candidate to go to dinner with. It's no telling where y'all gonna end up and it ain't gonna be real. Because when you take a woman that you are interested in, you want to make sure. Now, you might not do it until you pick her up or he calls you and y'all gonna meet at that place. But he wants to know what you enjoy to eat and drink. You get my point now, love? I don't want you to take that option off the table for him by putting it back on him. No, I want him to provide to the woman that he is asking out what she enjoys to eat and drink. So if you like one of those colorful, fruity drinks, I don't want you going to a beer bar and having a basket of chicken wing and fries. Like you said, you ain't got no problem with the 2 for the 40 or whatever is on the menu, but it's got to be something on the menu that you enjoy to eat. Let a man be a man. Trust me on this. It's not, listen, it doesn't make sense. If a man doesn't ask you where you like to go and have dinner, you probably don't need to meet him or go nowhere with him. He's supposed to have that. He's supposed to have that down pat. He should want to enjoy a meal with you. I need to know whether or not you like hibachi. If you love hibachi restaurants, I want to take you to hibachi. If you like Chinese and Oriental, I want to take you to the nicest Chinese restaurant. Men do not go out to dinner together and sit down and eat. We eat on the run. We okay with Sonic. Women go in restaurants for lunch in different places and sit down and eat on a regular. We don't unless we trying to date. And we don't know how to date. That man needs to know he asked you out to dinner and you got to taste for some shrimp scampi. That's how we're going to do that. You want you a Shirley Temple. You know what restaurant sells Shirley Temples? Why in the world would you go to Dave and Buster's? You don't want to see no grown ass man playing no damn games. Might well buy him a PlayStation. If you're gonna start out helping them play games, go and buy them an Xbox. Like I said, you got 35-year-old men sitting in front of the TV all damn day. They won't even get off the internet in the game to give you a thrill. They making love to the joystick. And you ladies been in the bed all week on fire, untouched. You know, laid next to him all week on fire. And every night he done came in, he goes straight to the TV. Can't make this up. He has to want you, Sonya. He has to want you. Not some pussy. No disrespect. And I need anybody that's going to run up on this to hear me. That this man has to desire you, not just your sex. So put your pussy up. Don't pull it out until you feeling like there's opportunity for y'all to grow together. And you trust him and he trusts you. Other than that, put your pussy up. Real talk now. Because it's too many women out here practicing being a one-night stand. Some of their kids are one-night stand kids. And they say it. And these days and time, to actually bring a child into this world through by way of a one-night stand. And you want to be the same parent that's going to tell this child about promiscuity, STDs, and the whole 9 yards. But when she asks you, how long was she with you? How long was you with my dad and mom? Oh, I wasn't with him no time. He wasn't nothing but an old one-night stand. I've heard that before. Sound familiar, ladies? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Some of y'all bragging about the one-night stand. Some of y'all are bragging about these one-night stands here. And forgetting the fact that this the same child that you gonna have to counsel about premarital relations, pregnancy, and the whole 9. But you didn't practice none of that. And on top of that, you forget that kid asked you how long they was with their mama. Yes, me too, my love. Thank you so much for being here tonight, and each and every one of y'all. Me and Sonya both gonna call it a night. Thank y'all for also being here tonight and sharing with me as well for the few that did. I am your OG and I am out of here. Good night, Tanya. Sonya. I'll talk to you soon, my love.